What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be sharing my top weight loss and health tips that help me go from this to this while being able to still eat the foods that I enjoy and not living in the gym, sort of. I also wanted to make this video because there is a lot of misinformation on this topic. So before you go out and buy the next fitness program, juice cleanse, or whatever new fad is out there, give this video a watch and let's get into it. The first tip is your diet. Dieting is probably one of the most controversial topics out there. The key to diet is really what is the least restrictive that you can follow and that you can genuinely enjoy. A few popular diets that I've experimented with include keto, intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day. So what's personally worked for me is mild forms of intermittent fasting, which basically means you don't eat for 16 hours, which also includes the time you sleep, and then eating whatever you want over the course of the 8 hours. If creating a window of eating is restrictive for you, that may ultimately lead to binging. So consider this an option, but not the secret to your weight loss. The second is a keto diet, which essentially means to limit your intake of carbs. So my way of being keto is to limit my intake of whole grains, which means not eating bread or rice. But at the end of the day, those aren't foods I typically crave. However, if you're the type of person who can't wait for that free bread as an appetizer, keto is probably not right for you. The second tip I have is the most polarizing topic when it comes to weight loss is calories in versus calories out.
This is a simple concept highlighting that in order to lose weight, you must on average consume less calories than you burn. This is generally tracked on either a daily or weekly basis. On the screen here, you'll see the Harris-Benedict formula that calculates your daily calorie needs depending on your gender. Generally, men burn more calories than women due to a variety of different factors like age, weight, height, and gender. However, one factor this formula doesn't account for is the amount of lean muscle you have, which the leaner you are, the more calories you'll need. So although not an exact science, this will generally give you a good indication as to where you stand. Let's go through an example. Let's say you're a female, 32 years old, 163 centimeters tall, and weigh about 84 kilos. In general, you'll burn about 1,600 calories daily. This is your basal metabolic rate. Now we factor for how active you are in any given day. Let's just say you're sedentary, so you multiply your basal metabolic rate by 1.2, giving us a total daily calorie requirement of roughly 19,020, which is the total number of calories you'll need to consume to maintain your current weight. When trying to lose weight, a general rule of thumb is to reduce your calorie intake to 500 fewer calories than your body needs. This will help you lose roughly about 1 pound of body weight per week, thus leading to more sustainable weight loss versus restricting calories too much to a point where you're not able to sustain for the long term.
However, that's not entirely true given how your body actually processes calories. There is something called the thermic effect of food, where it takes a certain amount of energy and calories to actually burn the foods that you digest. And there are slower digesting foods such as fiber that helps keep you full a lot longer. So without getting too scientific, my recommendation for you is to really stick to things that are minimally processed, like fruits, vegetables, and lean meats, and healthy fats, which is essential for what your body needs. Some of my favorite foods include chicken breast, avocados, eggs, but again, you have to eat foods that you genuinely enjoy, or else at some point you're going to break. One of the ways that you're able to really ensure that you're adopting a sustainable diet is to get creative in the kitchen. So for me personally, I love ice cream. Instead of gouging on that pint of Haagen-Dazs, what I'll do is create my own protein ice cream shakes that help me satisfy my sweet tooth with a lot less calories. If you guys are interested in the recipe, leave a comment down below and I'll share exactly how I make my protein ice cream shakes. The second tip I have is increase your NEAT. Your NEAT is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is the energy that you expend outside of eating, sleeping, and exercising. A lot of people assume that as you get older, your metabolism slows down to a point where life's just not fair. But as you think about it, a lot of us were on our feet a lot more often, and generally a 9-to-5 job means sitting on our butts for a solid 8 hours and stress eating. To me, what's really helped is just my frame of mind. So anything that requires me to move, I actually consider it a workout, which helps motivate me to move around more often. I typically drink lots of water, not only keep me hydrated and help remind my body whether I'm actually full or thirsty, but also has me getting up and taking frequent trips to the restroom. Another tip might be to park far away from the grocery store. A lot of times I find that people spend much more time looking for close parking when they could have just parked farther away, benefited from the walk, but also get in and out arguably quicker. The last tip is just buy a pet. And that's exactly why I got a cat, to force me to take Moo for walks. So whatever you can do to be active really tends to add up over the course of each day. My final tip is around exercise. My advice here is plain and simple. Don't do things you don't enjoy, because eventually you're going to stop doing them. For example, I'm not a big fan of running. However, I do realize the importance of cardio when it comes to being healthy and weight loss. But I love to play tennis. So I make it a priority to go play a few times a week to really make sure I'm staying active, being on my feet, and really ensuring I do a certain amount of cardio any given week. For you, that might be running, swimming, yoga, whatever it is, just go out there, make it a priority, and go do it. So there you have it. Those are my top tips to help lose weight and keep it off. If you like this video, consider subscribing. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.